to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my review on the Sand and Sky masks. I was so excited to try these out. I feel like I've seen these all over my Instagram and just like have heard nothing but good things about both of them, but I was super excited to try the Australian emu apple mask. I was just, the texture looks so good. So when Sand and Sky reached out to me, I couldn't wait to try this and go ahead and review this for you guys. Disclaimer, these products were sent to me, but all thoughts and opinions are my own, and I did thoroughly try these, so really excited to give you my thoughts. So if you guys are interested in my review on the Sand and Sky masks, then just keep on watching. So what I love about both of these masks is the natural ingredients included in this, and I just really love incorporating masks into my skincare and self-care routines. So I was super excited to try these out, and I also do love with some of my other masks, I love to double mask in my routine, and I love that this came in a set together just because I know sometimes when it comes, I've experienced with other brands clay masks, it is a little bit drying for me and a little bit stripping. So I was a little concerned about that. Thankfully my skin didn't feel like that, but I felt like, oh, it's good that I, trying the hydrating one as well, because it can help put that hydration back into my skin once all the pores and everything has kind of been refined, which is nice. So the Australian Pink Clay Mask. This mask refines pores, helps clear congestion, and instantly boost radiance with Australian Pink Clay. And it's supposed to help deeply detoxify the skin and refine pores in 10 minutes. So this is gonna help with oiliness, congestion in the skin, and hyperpigmentation. And I love that these are also cruelty-free because that's important. So the ingredients in here include Australian Pink Clay, kelp and witch hazel, pomegranate and mangosteen, and also kakadu plum. And that's kind of one of my favorite things about both of these is actually the kakadu plum in here. I have other products and I love when they use kakadu plum. It's such a great form of vitamin C, and I think it has 5 times the amount of vitamin C as an orange, if I read that correctly. And then for the Super Bounce Mask, the Australian Emu Apple Super Bounce Mask, I think the packaging is so cute. This is a lightweight and gentle formula that boosts vitamin C, like I mentioned with that kakadu plum, and shields against free radicals while deeply hydrating the skin and delivers a natural glow, making the skin look younger and brighter. And the ingredients in here include, just like with the Pink Clay Mask, the kakadu plum, it has the Australian emu apple, 5-type hyaluronic acid complex, and jojoba oil. And the Australian emu apple is a good antioxidant, and it's supposed to help combat free radicals, boost brightness, reactivate the hyaluronic acid production from within glow. So was super excited to try this out. Also the textures of this one specifically, it's really nice. Like I took some texture shots so you could kind of see it a little better, but it looks like a very jelly. I have used it a couple times already, as you can see, but it looks like a very jelly-like texture, super lightweight. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply these, and you will see how I apply these in my morning skincare routine. All right, so I've just washed my face, so now it is time to get on with my masking. So I've really been liking doing these actually in the morning. So right now I'm gonna do probably once a week, I would say. Kind of depends on this one. Usually the emu is a lot more hydrating, but we'll get into it. So this is the original Australian Pink Clay Mask. As you can see, a lot is coming off on the lid. I'm just gonna kind of concentrate it on my T-zone. I got some acne right here that is healing. I'm just gonna use the little brush it comes with. I love the brush because I just feel like it makes it so much easier to do it evenly rather than my fingers. And it smells like it smells really good. It also doesn't feel too drying of a mask. Like it actually, even though this isn't the hydrating one per se, like the emu apple, it actually still does feel hydrating, which I was super surprised because usually the other clay masks I have used in the past are a little bit more drying, like immediately more drying. This actually feels like really movable, and I feel like I don't have to work too fast to get it on. So we're looking even. All right, so we're gonna start off with this one. I'm gonna double mask today. So I'm gonna leave this on for 10 minutes and then I'll be right back and I'll do a check-in kind of at the 10-minute mark and we'll see like how movable it is and I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so I just wanted to come on. So the 10 minutes is up. I'm talking crazy. I'm a little bit, it dried on me, but it doesn't feel super drying, like stripping on the face. It's just like, you know, like a clay mask, which is nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off and then we'll get on into the second mask. Okay, so I just took it off and I was really surprised how easy this mask is to take off. I have run into the issue with other clay masks in the past, but it's really hard for me to get it off my face once it's dried, but some water, it really comes off super easily, which I really appreciate. And my skin feels so soft. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting my skin to feel soft, but it still doesn't feel stripped or anything. So it feels really good on my face. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Australian Emu Apple Super Bounce Mask just to continue to add in some of that hydration, and I actually kind of think I prefer this spatula. It's really nice. This is going to be on 10 minutes as well. So super easy mask, and again, I don't do both of them all the time, like double masking. I do it maybe like once a week, like one or the other. But today I'm feeling well, like let's do it. Let's double mask it up. So I love the texture of this. It's just so different, I feel like, because it's not really clay. It feels like a moisturizer, a jelly moisturizer and a lotiony, creamy moisturizer combined, it would be this. I really like the texture. Personally, I'm gonna go ahead and take the mask and I'm just going to put it all over. I love how hydrating this feels, and it feels so cooling even. I'm definitely gonna continue to love it into the summer months just for how cooling it feels. All right. Now that that is on my face, that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and again, just leave this on for 10 minutes, let that hydration really sink in, and then we'll be right back once I wash this off. As you can see, this one is letting it come up before I wash off. This one never dries. And it just feels really nice. I feel hydrated, so let me go ahead and wash this off. Everything is washed off. Again, really easy to wash off. This one is just when you wash it off because of that thicker, like kind of jelly texture. It does cling on a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. It's just like a different experience washing it off. Like, it definitely felt softer to come off, and it was kind of like, again, that jelly consistency kind of stays throughout the whole thing. But again, I really love how my skin is feeling, especially after the pink clay mask. I feel like this just really helps add in the hydration and bounce back into your face and into the skin. So I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my skincare routine and then go on with the rest of my day. But overall, love both masks, but definitely have noticed just because how my skin has been reaching for this one more. But again, that's why I kind of love getting double masks and was so excited to try these because I feel like skin changes so much, and your skin, you just gotta kind of listen to your skin and see what it needs during that time. Like, you're not always gonna need that kind of pore refining power and kind of pulling out the impurities. Sometimes you just need some more hydration, which is where I have been indefinitely. And definitely probably in the summer when I start to get a little bit oilier, I'm probably gonna reach for the pink clay mask a little bit more. I can definitely see that happening. But right now, when we're still in spring, kind of moving into the summer months, I can already see my skin start to change, get a little less dry, which is exciting, but definitely have been reaching for this more and just love how hydrated it makes my skin. And I feel like super bounce is a really good description because I feel like it's like really bouncy. My skin is super soft and I love it. As you guys know, I deal with oily, acne prone skin, but I have been more on the drier side as of late due to all my travels. And even when my skin feels inflamed, like I have a couple of breakouts here that are healing, but you'll see when I had previously shown, I feel like it helps to heal the skin, and it also gives a cooling effect to the skin, which I really liked, and I really did feel the hydration. And after I used both of these, my skin felt so soft, but especially with the Emu Apple, it's just such a unique texture that I've never felt on a leave-on mask before. And that's kind of what I like doing. Like, my skin, I feel like, has changed so much these past couple of months from all the ups and downs. But now that we're heading into summer, I'm probably gonna start to get a little bit more oily, which I can already see happening to my skin. So probably reaching more for the Australian pink clay mask just to refine my pores and really help with that congestion in my skin, again, to help reduce the oiliness and hopefully breakouts. I love that these are each 10 minutes, and I do love to double mask. So I would do, for example, the Australian pink clay in my T-zone, and then on the rest of my face where I feel I need a little bit more hydration since my skin's getting a little bit more dry combo. Then I go around the edges with the Super Bounce Mask. I feel like I get the best of both worlds that way, and it's super easy, 10 minutes, and easy to fit into my morning routine. So I start off cleansing, and then I go in with the mask and kind of do either a double mask, or I'll start with the Australian pink clay, and then once that 10 minutes is up, I'll go into my Super Bounce Mask. It kind of depends on the day. You know, you can kind of customize it however you want. I was surprised how non-stripping this is. Like, I really feel like it really took away the excess oil, but wasn't too drying on my skin, and it didn't feel like it was stripping my skin in any way. Even when days I don't put this on right after, I don't feel like it is overly drying out my skin, but I still feel like it's helping to get rid of that excess sebum production, but also not stripping me of like my skin's like natural moisture, which is really nice. So really appreciate that, because I've had some clay masks that really dry me out. Also, what I can't understate is the staining. I didn't find any staining with either of these masks. I have had other masks in the past that also stain a little bit depending on the color, but this was super easy to take off even when it was drying, which was really nice. I maybe had to go back in a little bit with like one of my makeup removing towels, but just like on the edges where I'm like, why are you still stuck there? But for the most part, it was super easy to get off, which I really appreciated, because that's another thing. I want something that's really quick and easy to get off my face, or else it'll kind of deter me from using a wash off mask. And this one is super easy to get off. The texture though, when you wash it off, is so interesting, at least to me, because it is that more like jelly consistency. It just feels like, I can't even describe it. It's like you have jelly on your face, but in the best way possible, but you can really feel the hydration. Specifically the Super Bounce Mask, I feel like it's very anti-inflammatory, and why I've also been reaching for this, not just because my skin is feeling more on the drier side, but also I feel like since my acne has been a little bit inflamed these past couple of weeks, I feel like this is very anti-inflammatory as well, and really helps to nourish and soothe my breakouts even further. That's why I reach for this a little bit more than the Australian pink clay. I think this is really good, but also, you know, when you have acne and you don't always want to put it directly on top of the pimple for too long. That's why I use this like once a week, because I just don't want to over irritate my skin. But this, I feel like you can use like every day of the week. If I'm being honest with you, you can use this 5 days a week if you want, just because it's so nourishing and so hydrating. And I feel like it really does help calm my skin, calm my inflamed breakouts, and really just has such a cooling effect on the skin. But I have been using it around like 2 to 3 times a week, depending on just if I feel like my skin really needs it or not. But it's like so gentle, so hydrating. I feel like you could use it every day. But I was pleasantly surprised and kind of blown away by these, especially the Super Bounce Mask. Big fan, and I'm definitely going to continue to use it up, and I would also repurchase this with my own money for sure. If you guys are interested in any of these masks and trying them out, you can go ahead. I left a link down in the description below. It is an affiliate link with Sand and Sky, so if you guys are not comfortable using that link, I totally understand, but just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. It is an affiliate link, and if you do choose to use that link, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you enough, because that really helps me and helps out my channel, so I can continue creating great content for all of you, and, you know, helping to review some of these products, because some of these products are expensive. So if you ever do use an affiliate link or code or my liked notes or anything, I really do appreciate it. Have you guys tried anything from Sand and Sky? Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts. If you've tried any of these masks and your results, I would love to see them. And also any other product recommendations you recommend. Like, I wanted to try the serums, like those look really great and hydrating. So I think that might be next on my list. If you're looking for more skincare content and reviews, you can go ahead and click these videos over here. And if you're looking for more makeup reviews, beauty, then you can go ahead and click here, and I will see you in the next video.